Maza, you're the one recording?
Yeah, I just clicked on record. Should I stop it?
I think
I don't
she's the one.
Huh? Should I stop the recording?
No problem. Just leave it.
Okay.
I just stop.
Huh? Hope it's still working. Hope I'm still online.
Yes, you're still here. I can hear you.
Because I minimized it.
We are live. Sorry, I'm having little issues.
Okay. So let's just wait for people to join.
Okay.
If we can get at least 10 people, then we can just start. I'll be in the next 2-3 minutes. We'll just start.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, can I invite people?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can invite people.
I've broadcasted live already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just wait for at least 5 minutes for people to join.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, my network logged me out earlier.
I think we should just start now. Other people will join us later. Abi, boss,
How many are we?
we are 10 now.
Okay.
Okay. So good evening, everybody. My name is El Priest, and here with me is Marvelous Macaulay and Mazarot. So tonight, the theme for tonight is ABC of futures trading. Mazarot will be giving us the basics and introduction to futures trading, and um, Marvelous will be taking the second part. So we can start now. Mazarot, please, we can get started.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Erasmus. Everyone calls me Mazarot. That's the name I'm well known with. So, futures trading is quite different from sports trading, and I would like us to know that futures trading is quite different from sports trading, because in futures trading, you're actually trading the derivative of the actual asset. You are trading the trend. You're not trading the asset itself. You're trading the trend, the price direction of that asset. Either it goes up or it comes down, you would make profits. It's quite different from sports trading, because in sports trading, you're actually trading the assets. You're trading the asset to make profits. When you buy, you have to hold the assets till the price goes up. But in futures trading, you can trade the price in any direction. You don't have to hold the assets. All you have to do is fund your futures account with some funds. Then you can trade. But I would like us to know that futures trading is a very serious business, and it's not something a newbie can just wake up one morning and say, okay, I want to go into crypto, I want to start trading futures. No, it doesn't work like that. Futures trading is a more advanced kind of trading, and it's not actually meant for beginners. You need to gain some intensive knowledge about trading futures, because once you start trading futures, if you don't know what you're doing and you get a margin call, you get liquidated, you're not, it's not like when you make a loss in sports trading, you still have to hold your assets to maybe recover to recover from the loss. But this one, when you get liquidated, all your funds are gone. So it's very vital you gain intensive knowledge before going into a very risky part of trading, which is futures trading. It's quite more advanced than sports trading. So I'd like to tell us some things we need to know about futures trading. Futures trading, you would need to know that this what you're doing is a risk. It's a very risky kind of trade you're involving in. So you need to understand the risk involved in futures trading and understand the fundamentals of futures trading. In trading futures, you are actually trading the price trend. You are not trading the actual assets. You can either, like, for example, you want to open a long position, you're going to be given a leverage size to trade that asset. So, like, for example, you want to trade Bitcoin, and maybe you perceive the price, or you've looked at the charts, you've done your technical analysis, and you've perceived that the price is going to have a fall from the current price. So what you do is to fund your futures account and pick a leverage size, and that is you have to understand that your leverage size is it depends on how much you're willing to put in your trades. Let's assume you have $100. Your leverage size would give you a leverage of, like, if you use a 10x leverage, it gives you a leverage of $1,000, meaning your $100 can give you the profits you'll be having if you're trading $1,000. So your leverage size gives you a leverage to make more profits than when you use smaller amounts in trading. So you'd have to be careful while making use of leverages. I don't know if you get the point here. If you're making a trade of 10x or 5x, that multiplier is used to multiply the actual funds you're using to trade. Your margin balance of like $100, if you use a 10x leverage for trading let's say you're trading Bitcoin, you want to long Bitcoin from, let's say, 10,000, and you perceive the price is going to go down from 10,000, you have to
Hello.
Oh.
I think his network logged him out.
Yeah.
I think his network logged him out. but there's no
This
problem.
just
We can still continue. Would you like me to continue from where he stopped?
Yeah, you can pick up.
Okay. All right. So guys, good evening, guys. It's your boy again. It's your boy again, Marvelous. Most of you would know me. Most of you may not know me. Okay. So what he was saying is it's just it should be basic knowledge for those of us who have been in crypto. Even if you've been in crypto for a month or two, you should have heard about futures trading. You should have gotten basic knowledge about it. Even if you've not probably not traded it before, but you may have heard about you may have heard them discussing about it in your groups, in your communities, and so on and so forth. But it's a simple thing. Imagine you have $100. Imagine you have $100, but you're giving the opportunity. You give that $100 to me to hold for you, and then I give you $1,000. I say use this. I give you $1,000. Say use the $1,000 to trade. But if you make money with the $1,000 I gave to you, then you can come back. Your $100 is always safe. But if you lose the $1,000 I gave to you, I keep your $100. It's that simple. There's no plenty grammar in it. Let me repeat myself again. You have $100 and you want to trade, but in your mind, this $100 I have is too small to trade. I can say, okay, there's no problem. Come, give me $100. Let me hold for you. Then I'll give you $1,000. I say, go take this $1,000, go and trade, make money. And when you're done making money with it, your $100 is always safe with me. But if you lose the $1,000 I gave you, then I'm keeping your $100. At least let me use that one to console myself, because you won't lose my money and then still take back your $100. You understand? So that's just basically what it is. So you deposit that $100 with Binance. We are using Binance futures now. So you deposit that $100 with Binance, and then Binance gives you the permission. Binance gives you the leverage, the opportunity to trade with either 1 times that your money, 2 times that money, 3 times, 4, 5, 20 times. So in some cases even 100 times, and the most I've seen is 125 times. So you have $100, but you can trade it amount that is 125 times that $100. In some cases, the highest is 100 times, some 75 times. But basically, for a newbie, what I advise you to do is trade it 2 times, or at most 5 times leverage. 5 times is even too much for someone. For a newbie, trade it 2 or 3 times leverage. There's no point going to trade 20 times leverage. Your liquidation will be very, very easy to reach, and then you're going to start crying havoc. But the point is, what leverage is just the opportunity to use a higher amount of money than you have in your wallet to trade. So that's basically what that is. And hello.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, welcome back.
I will no interrupt.
Okay, so
Okay.
you said something about leverage. Another thing is your margin balance. If you're going to fund your accounts with like $100, you wouldn't be able to use all that funds in making a trade.
Yeah,
you can't just go all in with $100 if all that is all you have in your futures balance. I would advise you go into trading futures with like at least or maximum of $10, 10% of that $100. You would still make some profit. And even before you start trading futures, I would advise you go on the Binance testnet to test your proficiency in trading. And also, I think there is a section in Binance Academy where you can get to learn more about trading on futures exchange. You need to get yourself enlightened first. So when you fund your account with a balance of like $100, so the best thing to do is to use like 10% of that fund. 10% of that fund to just test out how it works. So if you're going to be trading with $10, and as a newbie, like Marvelous has said, it's advisable to use very, very low leverage. Why? Because the higher the higher your leverage and with very low margin balance, as in your futures account, it's going to be faster for you to get liquidated. Your liquidation point is going to be very, very, very high. Like if you open a position at, let's assume you open a position at 10,000 to short Bitcoin at 10,000 with a 20x leverage, and what you have is $100, and you decide to use $50 to trade. I'm assuming your liquidation price is not going to be too far away from 10,000. If you're shorting Bitcoin, your liquidation price would be around 11, or let's say 10,500, which is not so far away from liquidation. So if Bitcoin decides to go up while you're shorting Bitcoin, you're going to be getting liquidated faster. So it's better to use a very low leverage, like 2x, 3x. So I advise you use low leverages and try to get to know your way around how futures trading works before you start increasing your leverage size and increasing the amount you decide to risk in trading futures. Because it's not a game. It's not a game. It's a very serious business. I've had friends who have asked me, okay, I want to start trading futures. Meanwhile, they've not even gotten much knowledge about trading at all. They just hear people make much money from trading futures. They don't even understand the risk involved. They just want to trade futures. I tell them, look, I will show you how to trade, but I won't be responsible for your losses. I'll tell them, okay, take this book on technical analysis, learn technical analysis, but they don't want to listen. They just want to trade futures. And a friend called me, was it 3 days ago, told me he got liquidated. Why? He did not have prior knowledge of trading futures. He just went into it because he saw other people doing it. So knowledge is a very important thing you need before you start trading futures. So when adding funds to your futures accounts, make sure you add funds that you're ready to lose, or it's not going to affect your financial status at that moment. It's not the kind of funds you need to do something very urgent. It's not something you're gambling with. Just make sure you use an amount of money that is not going to affect you financially. So that's on trading futures.
Okay, thank you, Mazarot. Are you done with your section?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. I really can't share my screen because there are lots of things we are supposed to show them on the screen. So I think Marvelous will handle those parts. Okay, Marvelous, I think you can come in now.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, your place. Thank you very much, Mazarot. Thanks for the session. That was really, really wonderful. All right. Again, my name is Marvelous for people who don't know me, and I think let me share my screen. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be showing us how to use the testnet. First of all, I'll show us how to use the testnet. I'll show us how to fund your futures account. Then I'm going to also show us how to calculate liquidation, how to calculate P&L, and the rest of them. Then I'm also going to show us how to avoid liquidation. We've heard what liquidation is and how dangerous it could be. I'm telling you from a first-hand experience. I've been liquidated before. Two of my accounts got liquidated in one night, and after that day, it has never happened again, and it never happened again because I actually learned the secret to avoiding liquidation. So I'm going to be sharing that with us this evening, and I hope you all pay attention as I'm going to be making it very, very fast. So first of all, this is this interface right here that you're seeing. Can we see my screen first of all before I continue? If you can see my screen, just indicate in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So first of all, this interface you see here is the testnet, interface, where you can go and trade without having any money. It's like it's just free money. Binance gives you free money to trade with. As you can see, I have $199,000, but it's not my money. It's actually money from the testnet. You understand? So when you just log into the testnet account, you just create an account. It's just very easy. You just create an account, your email, and put a password, and then you can log in and start playing with it. I recommend everybody who is going to trade futures, first of all, start with the testnet, go and play with it, see how the interface is, you know. But the testnet can only work for now on the web. There's no app for it, so you can only use the web. Maybe use your browser or your laptop, browser on your phone or your laptop. So that aside, now this is the Ethereum USDT pair, and I'm going to be assuming I've already done my technical analysis. We're not here to teach technical analysis. We're here to tackle futures trading. So assuming I've already done my technical analysis and I've decided, okay, from what I've calculated, from what I've seen, Ethereum is going to go up, right? Now I've decided Ethereum is going to go up. By the way, you can not, it's not just Ethereum, you can trade BTC, USDT, Ethereum, USDT, BCH, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, Tron, ETC, and the rest of them. See, XTZ is here. You just scroll up and down and see whatever it is you want to trade. So back to what we are saying. So I've decided, look, from my analysis, I've decided, okay, the price of Ethereum is going to go up. So I decided to long it, and the price is at the price is at maybe 414 now. Let me see, the price is at 414.98 here, or I could also impute it. Okay, that 414 point is that's the mark price. So I said, okay, the price is at this, but I believe the price will get to, let's say, 450 by tomorrow. From my analysis, for example, and I said, okay, from what I have, from the amount of money I have in my wallet, the one Binance gave me, I can actually do 10 Ethereum. So I enter the amount of Ethereum I want to, the lot size. Forest people call it lot size. The lot size I want to, long. I want to trade. So I put 10 Ethereum, then I long it. My leverage here is 30%. I won't advise anybody to use 30%. I would say we use maybe 3% leverage or 4%. So you saw how I adjusted the leverage. Just click on it and pull it. When you're trading, don't use isolated. Always use cross. Margin. So I put my lot size. Then I choose this. This here signifies the margin that I want to use for that particular trade, the amount of money I want to use for that particular trade. Remember, I have 199,000, but that's quite far-fetched. Maybe I would. Okay, I don't have money in that my account, but I'll show us how to use it with the real life scenario. I know most of us, if we want to trade, probably we want to use $50, $100, to trade instead of going, because most of us might not really have $100,000 to trade. So, but for now, let's use the testnet. So, excuse me, are you guys hearing me? Isolated is quite complicated. If you've not gotten cross, there's no point going to isolated. Isolated is you might even get to liquidation even faster than cross. So stick with cross for now. With time you get to understand isolated. So back to what we are saying. So this button here is to choose. If you see how I move it, this is 30% or this 27% of my portfolio, which is that's 27% of my portfolio, which is 199,000. That's my portfolio. Then 27% of it, 25% of it is what I want to use to trade. Is what I want to use to enter this margin. But assuming you have $100 in your wallet for real-time trading, you don't use 25%. If you're using, you heard what Mazarot said. If you're trading, use 3%. Personally, I recommend 3%. But I'll also tell you why I recommend 3% as we go. So maybe I enter with 3%. Okay, let me put this. So if I put 10 Ethereum, or even if I put 10 Ethereum, I just long it, and you see it comes up at my positions here. The reason why it came up so swiftly is because the price I long this at, the price I head towards when I enter the trade is the particular price that it was in my limit order. It's just like spot trading. You can as well use limit order, market order, and the rest. See this one. So you can also use stop limit. You can use spot market and the rest of them. So it's just like normal spot trading, but what makes this one different? What makes one different is the leverage and the liquidation and the rest of them. So immediately I put the long. Immediately I longed I entered my trade. It showed in my positions here. It showed here in my position. But if I had longed it and probably the price had not hit my limit order, it will come up in my open orders here, just like the normal spot trading for those of us who have been trading. So I'm already in profit. This PNL ROE it just signifies my profit and loss. So if I was in loss, you will see a minus sign here. But if you're using your phone and you're in loss, you will see a red. Right when you're in profit, you'll be seeing a green. The minus sign will also be there, but then you'll be seeing a red too. So I'm in profit here, and I'm already in 17% profit. And the value of the 17% is two. Okay, this is 19% now. Is $2 as at now. So this margin here signifies the amount you enter the trade with, and then this one here is the leverage. It's 4 times leverage. I entered the entry price is $413. The mark price right now is $414. The mark price is the current price it is across all exchanges. Mark price is like the average price across all exchanges. Now I want you to notice something. Focus. Notice something. Look at this place. Look at this thing here signifies liquidation price. Read what it says. It says if the mark price of the contract reaches below this price when long or above this price when short, your position will be liquidated. Liquidation means all the money in your wallet will be taken. You have 0,000. Even if you had $100, $200 in your wallet, everything will vanish. Everything will go for vanishing. So once it hits a liquidation price, it goes for vanishing. But I want you to notice that in this my trade, I longed it and it doesn't have liquidation price. Should I tell you the secret why it doesn't have a liquidation price? It means no matter how low Ethereum falls, it means no matter how, even if Ethereum reaches $50, my trade will still be open. My position will still be open. I'm not going to be liquidated. I'm not going to have any liquidation. That's what this means. No liquidation price, guys. No matter how much Ethereum falls now, even if I leave this trade open, okay, I'll go back to that. So no matter how low Ethereum falls, my trade will still be open. My account will not be liquidated. I'll still have my money there. The only thing will be that okay, I may make some losses, but it won't eat up all my money in the portfolio. That's what this means. And we all believe, let me say we all know, we all believe that Ethereum cannot get to zero, at least at this point. There must be buyers, to keep it above zero. So that's one secret I'm going to show you guys this night. Just pay attention and listen. So someone was saying, what is the liquidation? Liquidation, just read it again. If the mark price of the contract here means the pair, the trading pair, if the mark price of BTC USDT reaches below this price, which is the liquidation price that is signified here, when long, or above this price when short, your position will be liquidated. Your position will be taken for vanishing. But the good thing there is that there is no price. There is no liquidation price. I'll come to that later. First of all, let me show us how to use the calculator in futures trading. Now, if you come here, if you're on the website, like the testnet, if you come here, you click on the calculator, you see three categories of calculations that you can make in the calculator in the testnet. But what I'll be showing us is the liquidation price calculation and the P&L, which is profit and loss calculation. Now, assuming we are going to be using Ethereum, so I did 10 Ethereum, but let's use other figures. Let me say 100 Ethereum. I want to long 100 Ethereum, and my entry price is at 414. Guys, I hope you're paying attention. My entry price is at 414, and I hope to exit when I told you guys I did my calculation. I did my analysis, and I noticed I can long this project, I can long this contract or this pair, this Ethereum till $450. So my exit price is at $450, and I'm longing 100 Ethereum. I want to calculate um, my return on investment, my profit and loss. So this is what it will get me. You know, so my initial margin simply means the price of the 100, the price of the 100 Ethereum, that you're going to be longing. Remember, we are using leverage. And that's normally 100 Ethereum is not $2,000. 100 Ethereum is like actually 40,000, right? About 40,000 or $41,000, around that place. But remember that we're using leverage, so we have the leverage of using money that is not ours to trade. So all that amount of money, all that 40,000 is not coming from our pocket. It's actually coming from the contractors, basically like Binance or the exchange. You understand? So that's why our own money entering into that trade is $2,000, $2,070. But the total value of 100 Ethereum, if you calculate it, is about 41,400. We're only spending 2,000. That's the benefit of leverage. But if I adjust this leverage, let's say I increase my leverage to let's say 50, 49, and I do the same calculation. You look at my margin now has dropped. The amount of money I'm going to put into that trade has dropped to $844 because I've borrowed more leverage from the exchange. That's simply what that means. If I also reduce the leverage to reduce to 3%, if I do the same calculation, the amount of money I'm putting in has increased. I hope you understand it. Let me see something in the comment section if you are getting this. Are we getting this? If you understand it, can I just someone chat? Let me see something in the chat section, please. Someone said not really. What exactly are you not getting?
If you have any questions, just use the chat box. I will attend to them.
Okay. So, back to what I was saying. So that's what liquidation is like. The same thing goes if I'm to short. That's what the leverage is like. Same thing goes if I'm to short it. If I'm to short it at a lower leverage, and I calculate it, you see the same price. But this time, if my exit price is 450, I'm going to be making a loss. Remember, shorting means you're selling. Shorting means you're predicting that the market is going to go down. Your longing means you're predicting that the market is going to go up. So if I'm shorting it, I'm supposed to be exiting at a lower price than $414. But if I exit, if the price goes higher and I exit at a higher price, I'm going to run at a loss of $3,600. But let's say, okay, the price gets lower to, let's say, 360 or 370, let's 360. So the price gets lower to 360. I entered at 414, and then my exit price is 360 because I'm shorting. I'm predicting that the market will go down, so I'm shorting, and I calculate I'm in profit of $5,000. And then in percentage, the percentage profit of that is 39%. But if I increase the leverage, let me increase leverage and show you that everything will change. If I increase my leverage, everything changes. Notice it. My initial margin changes. My percentage changes. You understand? So that's just basically what that is. So that's how to calculate your profit and loss. You just input your entry price and input your intended exit price. When you plan to go out, if you're longing, your exit price should be higher based on your calculation. If you're shorting, your exit price should be lower based on your calculation. But please don't use any leverage more than 5 times. No matter what, you don't use leverage more than 5 times. Please use 5 times leverage. Please, I beg you. For your own sake, for I'm suffer liquidation, and I know how heartbreaking it can be. That's why I don't want you guys to go through, the same process. So that's clear. Let's jump to liquidation price. Now, how do we calculate liquidation price? The entry price is 414, as usual, and we want to do 100 Ethereum, right? We want to do 100 Ethereum, and for this time you're going to be using your balance. Now, let's calculate with this balance I have here for the start at 20 times leverage. We are calculating with this balance I have here for a start at 20 times leverage for 100 Ethereum. And we calculate there is no liquidation price. Why is there no liquidation price? Because 100 Ethereum at this balance is still small. Remember when I showed you, when I calculated the profit and loss, and I showed you the margin, the initial margin we entered with 100 Ethereum is about $2,000, and you using $2,000 out of $199, which is almost 200. Sorry, you see $199, $199,000. You using what they call it, 100 ETH, which is about $2,000. Out of $199 is peanuts. It's like you using $1 out of $100 to trade. So you won't have any liquidation price. But let me increase this Ethereum now to 10,000 to 1,000. Okay, see, 1,000 Ethereum. Maximum position at current leverages. Okay, let me reduce this leverage. Let me say 900. Can't I see do 900? 600. Okay, I can do 600. I should have a liquidation point now. See it. Now I have a liquidation point of $82. So whenever if Ethereum falls to a point of reaching $82, my account gets liquidated. All the money I have gets liquidated. What if I increase this the number of Ethereum to 800? 800 Ethereum. Okay, I can't do 800. Let me see. I can do 700. I can't see the 700. 690. 650. Okay, so I think 600 is the most I could do with this balance. But now let me show you something. For those of us who have small balances, you have $100 in your account, in your wallet, and you want to do 100. You can't do 100 Ethereum yourself. You can only do, even if you can't do 100 Ethereum, now liquidation straight to. The liquidation there. Hold on. Okay. Trying to. Sorry. I think it's not. Anyways, so basically, if you have $100 in your account, you're using high. If you're using high, high leverage and also using a high margin, you're going to get liquidated very, very fast. I remember the first time I got liquidated, I had about $100. Okay, yeah, I mean 100. Okay, I had about $100 in the account. Then I did a trade. I did a trade of, I think 20%. No, not 20%. I did about 3 trades. Yes, I did about 3 trades. I opened about 3 trades out of that $100. You can imagine, I opened about 3 trades out of the $100, and then my leverage was 25 times. My leverage was 30 times. It was around 2 a.m. I woke up. I got a text from Binance. Your long position, or your short position for I think BTC. I think I put BTC. I put LTC and Ethereum also. 3 of them like that. I opened 3 of them at once. I was a newbie. I put the 3 of them at once, and I got liquidated. So let me just move to those secrets I want to tell you. First of all, are we listening? Are we listening? Are we listening? Yes, we do. Yeah, thank you very much. So, first of all, there are 2, okay, 2 or 3, whatever, secrets I want to tell us to avoid liquidation. Number one secret, whenever you're trading with, it doesn't matter how much you have in your wallet, even if you have $10 billion in your wallet, please use this roller, use this button here. Always set it to be around 3% of your portfolio. Always set it to be around 3% of your portfolio. Please set it to be around 3% of your portfolio. That way, you will never have a liquidation. Quote me anywhere. If you're using 3% of, let's assume you have $1,000, you're using 3% of $1,000. That's like using $3, right? No, okay, you're using $30 out of $1,000. You will never get liquidated. I'm telling you, if you're using that to trade, you won't get liquidated. You won't even have a liquidation point. First of all, if you're long in it, if you're long in it, you won't have a liquidation point. Also, if you're shorting it, your liquidation point will be very, very far. Like if you're shorting, let's do some calculation. Do some calculation. No, I have just $1,000. No, I have $100. And I want to short. I think I short with liquidation. I want to short and I want to short 10,000 at my entry price is 414. Can't even do that. Yeah. Oh. I want to do 900. Okay, let me go back to my 600. Okay, you're shorting it. Insufficient balance. You see it. Can you see it? You don't. I don't even have the money to. The money self not even reach self. First of all, it won't even go. Okay, let's assume it now go. Let's assume I use 400. I use 400. Okay. Still the same thing is telling me. That is, I can't even enter. I can't even open the trade self. Let me use 100. I hope you guys are seeing this. The same thing. I can't even do 100 Ethereum because of the kind of small money I have. Let's look at. Okay, let me use 10 Ethereum. Okay, can you see? I'm shorting Ethereum. I'm shorting 10 Ethereum, and 10 Ethereum is the price of if you check it, like if someone has $100 that is shorting 10 whole Ethereum, that's in real sense that's $4,140 in real sense. But then you're using 20 times leverage. So let's say instead of the 4,000, you're going to be using about 400 and something dollars, or less, a little bit less than that. You know, and your wallet balance if is not even up to 200. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That's why see the liquidation price, 421. See the entry price. So any small, it's not even way. You don't even need way to liquidate you. What you need is small crayfish that can just buy small. Once you buy small Ethereum, like the small crayfish that buy small. Once you buy small Ethereum pushes to 421. You get liquidated, and then the market comes back down. You see why I said if I'm the one trading with this $100, what I will trade with is like 0.0.18. 0.18 might even be plenty safe. I short it. You see, okay, see it. See the price of see my liquidation price now. 1,404 USDT. And you know that even if ETH will get to 1,004, you know go there they sleep. Now you know go there they sleep, make ETH they you go close your position now. You won't stay and be sleeping, make Ethereum rush, climb, reach 500, 600, 700, can't reach 1,000, can't reach 1,002, reach 1,004 on top of your head. So you see the danger of trading, you know, with high margin when you have a small portfolio. You understand? So that's the number one secret I've told you. Use very, very small portion of your portfolio. Use 3% of your portfolio when trading. That's number one. Number two, use very low leverage. Use very, 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 very low leverage. 3%, 3 times leverage, 4 times, 5 times leverage at most. Even the 5 times plenty. 5 times plenty. Use 3 times leverage, 2 times leverage to trade futures, especially if you're a newbie. That's the second tip. The last tip I'm going to tell you is don't open more than 2 positions. What do I mean by don't open more than 2 positions? Let me show you now. Let me open BCH. Why is this thing not open? Okay. So BCH are at 333 now, and I'm longing. Let's see, 11 BCH. Let me see. I just long it. It's still open orders. So once the price hits, it's going to enter my positions. That's 2. I've opened 2 positions now, but I can still cancel some because it's in open order. But let's assume I've opened it. It's now in positions. Now I still come again and long EOS. I still come again along EOS, along with the 200 EOS. Sorry. This is a test net. That's how I'm able to show you all these things. And that's come to my open position. I still come again. They watch, just they watch. And also long or short LTC, anyone. I come again and maybe long, check my portfolio, long or short LTC. You get. So These are 3 open orders here, and once they get filled, they come and join this one here. You understand? They all come and join this one here in the position. That's 4 positions. Don't ever try it. Don't ever try it. That's recipe for disaster. Recipe for better. In fact, you go park, go village, you go the farm yam. If you try this on my village, they go straight. No, you don't even need transport. Safe. You just go village straight. You understand? So please and please open only 1 position, at most 2 positions. There's no point going to now collect my profit. I beg. No verse. Look, I close my check, collect my profit. Very good. So please don't open more than um, don't open more than 2 positions. Open at least 2 positions, at most 2 positions rather. So that's number 3. The first one I said, use 3%, use at most 3% of your portfolio. Number 2, use at most 3 times leverage or 4 times leverage. Number 3, use don't open more than 2 positions. So these are the three tips. Anybody who tries these 3 tips and gets liquidated, come ask me a question. You can't get liquidated by doing these 3 things I said. Remember what I said. 3% portfolio. That's if you have $100, you're using $3 for each trade. You understand? If you have $100, you're using $3 for each trade. Number 2, use at most 3 to 4 times leverage. Don't go to 20 times, 100 times leverage. You never start. No go. I take up beg you. Number 3, don't open more than 2 positions. These 3 secrets, these 3 tips will keep you safe. You will never get liquidated. Quote me anywhere. You understand? So, all right. Some people say they don't understand. Okay, no wahala. Now you speak it. If you dey trade now, no use more than, if you get $100, no enter any trade with more than 3% of your portfolio. Portfolio now the money wey dey your wallet, your futures wallet, na be your portfolio. The total money wey dey your futures wallet na be your portfolio. So if you dey enter any trade, no enter any trade with more than 3%. That is $3 of $100. If you get $100, that's they enter. They enter trade with $3 at most. Now that would be number 1 tip. Number 2 tip be say, you hear me? Number 2 tip be say, no use more than 3 times leverage. Wetin be leverage? Now this thing will show you here. This one here. If you enter any trade, no use more than 3 times leverage. At most 4 times. They get. If you also adjust them with this plus sign or minus sign. So if they trade, no use more than 3 times or 4 times leverage. They get. Now number 3 secret be say, if you open position, if you trade, no, in fact, no trade more than 2 assets at the same time. The highest number of assets or position is go straight now 2. Because if you enter more than that, you will stand more chance of liquidation, because now you have more and more positions open. So you quickly get liquidated. So now those three tips now they give everybody now. So if you enter trade, carry that thing for mind, they enter. Carry that thing for mind, they enter. They get. So the last thing I want to show us is now how to fund our futures wallet. So let me close this. Okay. So first of all, this one na the Binance interface for web. But I don't know if I prefer show us for phone, or if you know fit I go see use phone show us some kind of things for phone. So if they use laptop or they use web, for the real, no, this one with testnet, this one are real Binance now. If your Binance account, if you want trade futures, you go derivatives, then open futures, USDT M futures. Then when you open, so okay, see I'm don't open now the real this in this now, no be testnet be this over there. So if you want to find the wallet bar, you can just go wallet, go USDT futures wallet. Give us more time, make it load. Okay. to start trading. See, to start trading, transfer assets into your future wallet. So I don't get money for these futures now. So how which I go do? I go just come click transfer. If I click transfer now, you see I'm transfer from spot to USDT to USDT futures. They get then which coin you want transfer, which coin you get for wallet. I know this shit. Wait, when I see my screen, so
Yeah, we did see him.
okay, they see okay. So you transfer from your spot wallet to your futures wallet. See, so you just click on which one you want. If you transfer BNB, if you transfer USDT, so then you put the amount where you get. For now, so what I get for my full USDT now 1.6 now $1.6 what I put for here. So I just confirm. If I confirm now, it go transfer. See, I'm transfer successful. If I check my balance now, I go see my 1.6. They see I'm. But if I don't make profit for futures now, and I want transfer, I want withdraw my money to my bank account, I'll come here, I'll go switch them. Instead of from spot to future, I'll go trade from futures to spot. You see them. Then which coin you want transfer, which coin will you get, which coin will you use get profit now for USDT. So you put the amount, put the see and max, put everything there, then you confirm. And then the money will come out for your futures wallet. See you don't come out. You come out now, go your spot. Then if you withdraw them directly, the same way you take withdraw Naira from your spot wallet. So that's all for today. Please, if you have any questions, I'm all ears. A priest. Okay, hold on. Let me create a new share. Sorry. Okay, sorry guys. Can you see it now? Is it moving now? Is it moving, guys? Is it moving? Okay, they move now, but okay, I repeat myself. No vex. I know I didn't switch the sharing. I was only sharing the other browser. I wasn't sharing this browser. More than no vex. So see what I talk about how to fund your futures account. The year. So I come. Let's start from beginning. Let's start from beginning. So I come here. Okay, my login. I need to log in. Okay, I don't really log in. So I come to derivatives. I can't click on futures. If you look there, you go see the futures. I just click on them. Once I click on them, thing go open. Then when you open, I want form my wallet too. So I will just go wallet here. I will go wallet bar. Click on USDT futures wallet. I want form my wallet now. So once I don't click on them, you will see I don't get any money for my margin balance. Seen as 0 there. And they don't tell me say to start trading. Before you trade, you guys transfer money from your spot wallet to your futures wallet. You guys, put money for your bank account before you use them. Let me just use that thing. So how you go take money for bank account? See this one here, transfer. You click on it. So here you go transfer from spot trading, from spot wallet, sorry. You transfer from spot wallet to your USDT futures wallet. Then which coin you transfer? If you transfer USDT, if you transfer BNB, they get. So I choose to transfer USDT because USDT now I get. I don't get BNB. How many USDT will I get? 1.6 now I get. So I go just click on the 1.6, then everything will enter here. But as it means I been get more than this, and I want to use only I don't want to use all the 1.6. I feel just say I want to transfer only one USDT. Then once I put the one USDT, I confirm. I don't confirm now. You will show for you. You don't see. You don't show. Then if I don't come make profit now, I don't trade. I don't come make profit. Money don't pour. And I want transfer them back. I want withdraw my money. I go still go back to that same transfer. But instead of transferring from spot wallet to USDT wallet, I go and transfer from USDT wallet to spot wallet. I go just click these two arrow with here, and it will change. See, I'm still don't change from USDT wallet, futures wallet to spot wallet. Then how much I go transfer? I get $1 now. Only $1 did there. So I will transfer the same $1. Once I transfer, see, I'm transfer successful. The money will come out for you now. If I open my spot wallet now, I go see them for there. See them. You can open now. Open my spot wallet, show you. Bobby, what's the worry at then? Oh, see, but see, and the money don't come. So that's basically what it is. Now just down be that. So I don't give on a tips to avoiding liquidation. I don't also give on a how to navigate the app, the testnet app. I've also given you guys. I've also given how to deposit, how to fund your futures wallet. So I think that'll be all. Except you have more questions, then I could always answer your questions. Yes. Those are the only two coins you can use to fund. You can only fund your wallet with USDT or BNB. You can't fund with any other one for now. Okay. Any other questions? I prefer this pigeon. Now you hear that voice, so go into spot trading first. You can't if you never sabi spot trading, nothing they go for futures. In fact, forget futures. Learn master spot trading first. No, you can't fund your futures wallet from your bank direct. You have to fund your spot wallet, then transfer to your futures wallet. Yeah, I believe the recording will be available. More questions, please. My question is what if I put money for future and I know they do longing and shorting? You think will happen to my asset? If your money there futures, if you know they trade, you go there now. You can only long or short in futures. Remember what Master talk from the beginning. Say futures, not be like say they buy they buy the coin. You just they predict where the coin will go, whether the coin will go up or down. They really necessarily buy them. Maybe you get them. The money you put now, just say you go play bets. Something like maybe you go play bet. You can't give Bob money first. Predict say Barca go win. But Liverpool now come flog Barca. They come flog Barca 8-2, so your money don't go. So, but if you're not trading, if you're not longing or shorting, if you know the long, if you know the short, your money go there, nothing goes down until the way you decide to either start to long or short, or you decide to withdraw. What resources can you recommend for the technical analysis? We've shared some resources in the group, but I think we'll still share some. So just ask again in the group, and we'll get you some resources. Can you convert BNB to USDT or USDT to BNB on futures? Convert? No, you can only convert in spot trading. If you have BNB in your spot, you can transfer to futures. Futures is not for converting. Futures is for transfer. You transfer what you have from spot trading to futures or from futures trading to spot. You cannot convert. You only convert on spot trading. How to create a spot wallet? You don't create a spot wallet. Once you register on Binance app, get the link. If you want to start trading, please, are you there? Please share the link for them. The link to create account. Create your account. All the wallets are there. All the wallets of all the coins that are on Binance are there. Your Bitcoin wallet, your Ethereum wallet, your TRX wallet, your BCH wallet. All the wallets are there for you. You don't have to create anything. It's just there for you. You don't have to memorize any key phrase. Everything is there for you. Please, can you mention a tip to trade safe again? Number one, use 3% of your total portfolio. Use only 3% of all the money you get for your wallet. Number two, don't use more than 3 times or 4 times leverage. Number three, don't open more than 2 positions. Don't trade more than 2 assets at the same time. If you trade Bitcoin, only trade Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, or Bitcoin and BCH, or Bitcoin and that. No go trade Bitcoin, no go trade Ethereum, no go trade BNB, no go trade everything. So just what do you call them? Just use only 2 at most. Okay, so okay, now I get aside liquidation. That yes, there's the means of loss. We say if I predict say the price will go up, the price no can go up, I don't lose now. But then I won't get liquidated. I'll only make a percentage of loss. Liquidation now when the total assets, your total money vanish. But if you lose now, maybe you enter with $1 or $2. If you lose, okay, as means you enter with $1, you can't enter 50% loss. That means you're losing 50 cents. You're losing 0.5. You're losing $0.5. Does futures trading have take profits and stop loss? Yes, yes. All those things I showed you guys now. They are all there. Just navigate the app. You see, when you say only 3%, does it mean that if you lose, you only lose that 3%? You might not even lose up to 3%. If I use 3% of $100 to trade, that means I'm using $3 to trade. And in those $3, if I enter a loss of 20%, it means I'm only entering a loss of 20% of that $3, not the whole $3. 20% of $3 is that's about 60 cents. That's 20% of $3. So you're not even losing up to $1. You see why I said only use 3% of a portfolio. So if you make losses, you make small losses. There are no pips in futures. This is not forex. It's timing involved. No timing. Your trade is almost the only thing that they take small percentage, very minute percentage of fees, as long as the trade is open. As the trade is open for a long hours, maybe 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, they might be collecting small percentage of fees. Okay, just hold on. I'll share. Just give me a minute. Let me share. Let me share the link again. Sorry. Sorry, just give me a minute. I want to share the link so that those who are not in the group can join. All right. I'm sharing it now. Check the chat. So I've shared the link. You can register. If you've not had the Binance, I can register here. You see where it is there. You can register. Okay, no. That's sorry. Sign up. See it here. The next one. Sign up there. Let me share the group link for us. I want to share the group link, please. Just hold on. Okay. I'm coming. I'm sending it now. Check the chat. All right. I've shared the group link there. Serious?
Marvelous, please hasten up. Time is not on our side.
Okay. I'm done already. I just want to.
Okay. Okay, you are done now.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just
Okay,
sharing
so
the group link.
okay, so let me just put some little additions to what my Oga Mazarot and Marvelous did. So my own be say me I no go to carry am go this high level. I go like put am for level where all of us go feel understand am. Marvelous, please open the testnet page for me.
Okay.
So I want to like explain those terms in a very relatable form for them so that they can, because most people it's just the air liquidation, they don't really understand what's in the liquidation be.
Okay. Just give me a minute.
Like,
Okay. I think this is it. All right. You see,
yeah, they see 'em. So first of all, futures trading is different from sports trading. Okay, I no go use terms. I go just use something where we say all of us go understand. If you are trading sports, it's just like buying a bag of rice, keeping it at home, waiting for its value to rise. So it's not like you bought the bag of rice, someone is eating the rice, like someone is fetching it and eating it every day. So I think this like buying the bag of rice and keeping it at home, nobody is touching it. So even if the price goes down, the bag of rice is still there. Even if the price is going up, the bag of rice is still there. So that's sports trading. But if you now buy a bag of rice, somebody is now fetching it and eating it, that's futures trading. So whenever they fetch the bag of rice and everything finish, you have liquidated. So that's just a simple differentiation between futures and sports trading. So in sports trading, they say buy and sell. In futures, we say long and short. Long means buy, short means sell. So this is how the two works. If you believe a commodity is going to go up, what do? You buy, you go long. If you think the commodity is going down, you go short. It's just like betting on, okay, this price will go up, so you buy, or you are betting on this price will go down, you sell. So that's just basically what you are doing. You don't have to like overload yourself with complex times. So that is that about that. Then we have what we call leverage. So leverage is as simple as saying, okay, I am Binance, you are the trader. So you are coming to me, I want to go 10x, but I have $100. So what I will do is give you extra $900. So it will seem as if you are using $1,000 to trade. Meanwhile, your original capital is how much? $100. So that's leverage, and the leverage can be as much as 125x. So if you are using a leverage of 125x with $100 margin, it's just like adding 125 and $124,000 for you to trade plus your own $100. So it's as simple as that. So if you are going in with, for example, 10x leverage, your profit will be calculated with that leveraged price. It's just like somebody who is trading with $100. If there's a percentage gain of 2%, you now have $102. But if you are using a leverage of 10x, it automatically it's au- you are automatically trading with $1,000. So what's the 2% of $1,000? Please, I know Sabi math. Marvelous. Within be 2% of $1,000. 2% of
2% of
$1,000.
$1,000 now $20.
Okay, exactly. So you don't make $20. Meanwhile, person we enter with $100 is made $2 from that same movement. Too. So that's just an advantage of leverage trading. But if the trade goes the other way around, now so you go bill, no difference. So they mentioned something, margin, I think. Margin just dey like capital wey you get for account. Capital wey they use enter the trade. Abi. So I mean marvelous.
Huh?
This thing, carry and go down. Carry and
What do
go
you know?
down.
Okay.
The the thing no full well. As in carry and go down where all those open orders, open position and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yo, so try go long on this ETH. Is it ETH?
Now LTC there, make a change to ATH.
And just go long.
Okay. 5% more.
You don't go long.
Yes, never enter.
Okay.
Hold on, make a try again. Ah, sorry, oh.
Please, sorry for wasting people's time.
Sorry. Let me price now. 16 416.8.
I hope people are getting what I'm trying to explain.
All right. You don't enter open order.
Okay.
You
So
don't enter position now. So you don't.
yo, so just like in sports trading, we have we have different kinds of order. We have limit order, we have market order, we have stop limits. We get all of them for these futures too. So it's kind of complicated, but there's a big difference between entering the market with limit order and entering the market with market order in futures trading. All of them get impact, but I no go fit explain that one this night. So when you are trying to go long, just like Marvelous just did now, that means you are speculating that the price of Ethereum will go up. So once you place the order, if the order is yet to fill, it will reflect in this open orders part. So that's, but if the order has been filled, it will show up under position. So this is what the position part looks like. You see size, entry price, mark price, liquidation price, margin ratio, margin, and blah 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 like that. So the entry price and the price where you take enter market. At this point, this entry price is 416.80, and the mark price is the average across different exchanges, as in the present price with the market, the average of the present price in the market now, which is 416.417 now exactly. So the size is just like the lot size we have in forex. So for people that don't know what lot size means, it's just like saying you have $100 and they are selling one bag of rice $10. So how many units of a bag of rice can your $100 buy for you? That's 10. So that's just a simple way to explain this size for you guys. And this size is according to the leveraged price, not your own original capital, because your $10 cannot buy 200 Ethereum. So that's that about size. So this liquidation price na price wey be say if market, if like let me say you went long now, so you are speculating that okay the price will go up, so you entered at 416.80, then your liquidation price will be below that price. Why? Because you are speculating that okay this thing will go up, but if it go down come go touch this particular price, your account don blow. Like how much the money wey dey the account, e no fit keep the position alive again, so your money don finish. Na wetin e just mean be that. E just dey like if you buy a bag of rice, I don't know why I dey use bag of rice, keep for
I like
house.
rice well.
I like rice. You can't dey speculate say the bag of rice wey you buy for 12k dey go 15k. Person come dey fetch am chop. You know say even if the bag of rice go 15k, the wetin you get for there for inside the sack, e no even worth reach that amount again. So it's just like saying when the price go against you and it touches one particular price, the price e get the way they dey calculate am. The calculator dey the website, una go see am for there. If the price come go the other way round, come go touch this particular price, e mean say the money wey you get no fit keep that position alive again, then you are liquidated, you lose all your money. So there is a way Marvelous sets no liquidation price. I think he has explained that. So I don't know what again. This PNL is just your profit and loss. See, now, we don't lose $32. So that's how bad futures trading can be. You can easily earn money and you can easily lose money. So PNL is just telling you your profit and your loss. It's as simple as that. So I don't think I have anything to explain again. So maybe no waste people time. Maybe next time we can have a more comprehensive webinar than this one. I think I'm done. So we are supposed to have a giveaway at the end of this thing. So 5 people will go home with one k each. So we'll do question and answer. So Mazarot, you ask 2 questions. Marvelous will ask 2 questions too. Then I'll ask 1 question. So we have 5 winners. Then we can go and rest. So Mazarot, please, you can start. You can ask 2 questions. Then Marvelous would ask 2 questions. Then I can round it up with my own question. Then everybody can go and sleep. I hope you guys are ready. If you are ready, just type yes. Marvelous, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so Mazarot. I was don't go offline.
Okay.
So Marvelous, just kick off.
Oh boy. Which question I want to ask now? Okay, uh if you have $100 in your wallet, I'm asking my question now. If you have $100 in your wallet and you use this question is it's too simple, sir. If you have $100 in your wallet and you use 10 times leverage, how much can you trade with the full $100? With the full $100, how much can you trade? 10 times leverage. Okay, Vicky Amos is the winner. Vicky Amos is the winner. April Sabek document 10 times
Okay.
leverage, that is 10 times 100 with the full $100. How much can you trade? She got it right. Next
Wait,
question.
Vicky wants to.
Yes, Vicky Amos.
Okay, let me write it down. Just continue.
Okay,
Vicky
next
Amos.
question. Next question. I don't even plan to ask question. Okay, just give me a second. Let me go through this dashboard and see what I could ask. Okay. Sorry. How many percent of your portfolio did I say you should trade with? Someone said 3, someone said 3%. The first person was Abdullah Adamu. Second person was Innocent. Innocent said 3%. Abdullah said 3. And please, I want to do this one now.
Three,
It's
three
up
is
to
different
you.
from 3%.
Okay, so Innocent is the winner.
Okay. Innocent, but
Yes, Innocent. What's the full name? I beg. Innocent.
Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka. Okay, Innocent Chukwuemeka.
okay. So, and my boss, Mazarot, you can ask
Okay.
your questions.
Okay. And can someone tell me what happens when you get liquidated on futures trading, on futures exchange? What happens when you get liquidated? What happens to your funds? Okay. Abdul Haq Adamu.
Okay.
You lose everything. Yes.
Okay. Abdullah. Okay.
You cannot recoup.
Your second question.
My second question. Can someone tell me why it's best to use cross margin instead of isolated margin when trading futures?
Your question.
The two counts, Kabi. I thought I
Yeah.
explained it. Okay,
No, you did not.
let me ask something else. Let me ask something more easier.
She said they go teach us how.
What do I ask? If you've done your analysis and you believe the price of Bitcoin is going to go down, what are you supposed to do if you're going to trade it on futures?
Richard.
Do you use
Richard.
Okay, now Richard, ba.
Yeah, Richard. Bro. Richard Abro or something.
I mean, when the price is you believe it's going to go up, Okay, someone
Okay.
said,
No, you said down. No.
okay, if
Sit
it's going,
down.
did I
You
say
said,
down? Okay.
yeah, you said
Sit
down.
down.
Okay, okay, in short, yes. So the first person, Richard,
Read Agboroba.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me just ask my own question. My own will be very hard. Okay, my own question is mm, from your own understanding, like
They
what
had
is mark price?
you know the rush answer.
From your own understanding, what is mark price?
Wow.
Richard, you know if you went twice. I mean, let me check who gave a answer.
Market prices across all exchanges. I think it's Ayola. What
Ayola.
do you guys?
Okay.
Yeah, Ayola Sherry.
So, Ayola Sherif Dean. So the giveaway will be disbursed within 1 week. So if you are not in the group, please join the group, and I will document the list of winners when I'm done because I need to go and pray now. So thank you all for attending, and special thanks to my boss Mazarot. I really appreciate. And we'll be having another webinar. Very soon I'll communicate the dates, but it's still this month. And thank you guys for attending. I'm really grateful. So we can end the session now.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
Neri.
All right, no problem.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.